This story has really launched this massive discussion about what it's like for women to walk home.
I mean, is anyone surprised, really? Like, it's just bound to happen, isn't it? The way that we treat women in society and things like that. I think when all the women I knew, when they heard the news, everyone was sad, but no one was like surprised, because everything leads, all the small things will end up leading to a bigger thing.
I'm really glad that people are starting to share stories. It's definitely something that needs to be spoken about more, and the more that people speak about it, the more that people will be more inclined to do stuff about it. As horrible as it sounds, like, people just tend to pretend like it's not a thing, but we shouldn't pretend like it's not happening. It needs to be addressed.
Yeah, I think if we start talking about that, then be afraid to be accused of being a pervert. Leave me the fuck alone. Like the rapists and the serial killers and the psychopaths that we're afraid of, is it? It's like, it's the mate that'll offer to drive you home but wants something in return and doesn't really see a problem with that. Or like the mate that's like a girl's like, who waits for girls to get drunk at a bar to then take them home because they can't really say no. But they can't say yes either. So it's the things like that, and if you're silent on that, you're complicit, and that's what we need to get rid of. That's where the fear is.
The most memorable one was, it was like a really hot summer's day, and I always wear like jackets over my clothes no matter what the weather, because I like to be covered up. And my mum was like, just don't wear a jacket, like, you'll be fine. So I got off the bus and I was walking to my friend's house, and loads of vans and cars were coming past and like beeping at me and like shouting at me, like saying like stuff to me and that.
How do you think the police handled the vigil of Sarah Everard?
Terribly, absolutely horribly. Like, it wasn't even a protest, but at like football protests and stuff, there was a football protest before, they didn't do anything about it. Like, they just walked alongside them, weren't aggressive at all, and these girls or other people were just like paying their respects to her, and they felt the need to get aggressive and arrest people and just abuse their power, especially when it was like a police officer was involved in the whole case of it. They just, sensitive subjects, they seem to get more aggressive.